Let's be honest, the Diddy drama has officially crossed into legendary territory. After months of investigations, accusations, and jaw-dropping revelations, the verdict is finally in. And it's not looking good for the man once known as hip-hop's ultimate mogul. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. This is the downfall of a music empire built on fame, fortune, and fear. For years, Diddy, or should I say, Sean Love Combs, was untouchable. The parties, the private jets, the superstar connections. But behind the flashing lights was a storm waiting to explode. And when those leaked videos, lawsuits, and testimonies started piling up, it wasn't just the tabloids watching, it was the FBI. According to court reports, Diddy has now been handed a sentence tied to multiple charges that stem from those explosive allegations of abuse, trafficking, and racketeering inside his own circle. Yeah, this wasn't a PR nightmare anymore. This was real life catching up to the bad boy himself. Now here's where it gets chilling. Sources close to the case say the evidence included private footage from mansion parties, and those clips allegedly matched what several victims described in their lawsuits. Investigators even claimed there were coded messages in Diddy's encrypted texts, pointing to payments made to silence people. And you'd think Diddy would keep it low-key after the news broke. But nah. Just hours before the sentencing, he was seen in Miami, wearing all white, trying to act unbothered while cameras flashed. But when the judge read out his sentence, that cool exterior finally cracked. Witnesses said he looked shocked, like he didn't believe the day would actually come. The industry is rattled. Endorsements are freezing. Artists are pulling old collaborations off streaming platforms. Even Revolt TV, the company he built, is quietly scrubbing his name off marketing materials. What once was bad boy for life is now just bad choices for life. But here's what's really wild. Insiders say this might just be the beginning. There are still sealed files and pending civil cases involving other big names allegedly tied to Diddy's private events. So, while he's facing time behind bars, Hollywood might soon be facing something even bigger, a reckoning. Behind the cameras, chaos is brewing. Some of Diddy's closest allies have reportedly gone underground, deleting posts, changing numbers, and distancing themselves from the mogul they once called family. One former associate allegedly told reporters, everyone knew something was off, but nobody wanted to lose the lifestyle. Now those same people are lawyered up, trying to avoid getting dragged down with him. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team is scrambling to file appeals, claiming the media frenzy has tainted his right to a fair trial. But insiders say the prosecutors aren't done yet. There are whispers of new charges possibly linked to financial misconduct and witness intimidation, meaning this saga could stretch on for months. And while all this unfolds, the public is left asking, was Diddy the architect of his own destruction, or just the biggest name caught in a much darker game? So, what do you think? Did Diddy finally get what was coming to him, or is he the fall guy for a deeper industry cover-up? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because if this Diddy saga keeps unfolding, you know we'll be right here breaking it down for you first. Cardi B has officially broken the internet again. But this time, it's not for a viral lyric or a red carpet look. It's for something far more personal. In an exclusive interview on CBS Mornings, the Grammy-winning rapper revealed that she's pregnant with her boyfriend, NFL star Stefon Diggs. Yes, you heard that right. Baby number 4 is on the way for Cardi B, and she couldn't be happier. Cardi shared the news with her signature mix of humor and honesty, saying,
I'm like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it. And that's just how we both are.
You have a song on your new album. I can't wait for people to hear the news.
Her announcement instantly set social media ablaze. But beyond the headlines, what Cardi revealed next shows a side of her fans rarely get to see. One that's emotional, vulnerable, and fiercely determined. Cardi admitted that the past few months haven't been easy. Between online criticism, music rollout stress, and personal expectations, she said she even had a panic attack just 2 weeks before the interview. But through it all, Stefon Diggs was right by her side. He makes me feel safe, Cardi said. Very safe. Physically, emotionally, and in every way. Feeling safe means feeling confident. Like you can take over the world. Their bond, she explained, isn't just romantic, and it's motivational. Both are at the top of their game in their respective worlds, and both push each other to keep leveling up. We're one of the greatest, she laughed, but what's next? We do it again. That drive, mixed with newfound peace, has made this pregnancy different, calmer, more grounded, and filled with gratitude. For months, the internet had been buzzing with rumors. Is Cardi pregnant? Who's the father? Why is she suddenly wearing corsets? But Cardi made it clear she wanted to share the news on her own terms.
It's like, can I just say it on my own time? Like, I'm not hiding.
On my own time,
Like on my own time.
terms.
Yeah, it's like on my own time.
In fact, she confessed she hadn't even told her parents yet at the time of the interview. I'm scared of them, she joked, laughing. I'm very scared of my parents. Now that the news is out, though, she's all smiles.
Y'all wanted to know, right? Now y'all know. Now y'all could buy my album so I could buy Pampers and diapers and all that type of stuff.
Hilarious, unfiltered, and completely herself. When asked about love after her very public and messy divorce from Offset, Cardi didn't hold back. She admitted that she was nervous about dating again, saying it felt like being 16 again. But when Stefan told her, "Let me heal you," something changed. She decided to open her heart again, slowly, cautiously, but fully. Now, as she prepares for both motherhood and her comeback album, Cardi says she feels reborn.
I don't come from weak room
She declared proudly.
because I'm getting my body ready. Like I stretch it out.
Her glow, according to the CBS team, said it all. The baby bump was bumping, the smile was genuine, and for the first time in a long time, Cardi looked completely at peace. Cardi's new album, Am I the Drama?, is shaping up to be one of her most personal projects yet. With a tour kicking off in February, she says,
Because I'm getting my body ready. Like I stretch it out. I stretch. So as soon as I give birth, the tour rehearsal starts. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm ready. After 7 years since her debut album, fans are about to see a new Cardi B, confident, grounded, and balancing fame with family like never before. And while she hasn't shared the baby's gender yet, one thing's for sure. This new chapter is pure Cardi. Fearless, emotional, and unstoppable. So what do you think about Cardi's big reveal? Is this her most empowering moment yet? Or just the beginning of a whole new era? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Exclusive updates, right here, where we keep it real every day. The NFL just dropped a bombshell, and it's got the internet losing its mind. Puerto Rico's global superstar, Bad Bunny, is officially set to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. And oh boy, the reactions have been intense. Some fans are thrilled, others, not so much. The internet erupted with outrage from corners you wouldn't expect, mostly from people who barely know his music but sure love to debate politics. Bad Bunny, a 3-time Grammy winner and a global icon, has fans around the world. With billions of streams, sold-out tours, and a voice that champions Latinx identity, this is not just a performance, it's a cultural moment. But as expected, controversy followed immediately. Why? Because he's Puerto Rican, he's outspoken, and he doesn't shy away from challenging the political status quo. The backlash isn't about music. It's about visibility, representation, and power. For some, a Spanish-speaking Latinx superstar headlining the world's biggest stage feels like a threat. I didn't even know who he was, one commentator exclaimed, ignoring the millions of fans who do. Another complained, he's not American, forgetting that Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens, a fact rooted in a 1917 law that often gets overlooked. But this moment is bigger than politics. Bad Bunny represents a generation unafraid to embrace its heritage, language, and culture. His music blends Spanish and English, reflecting the reality of millions of Latinx Americans, something long ignored by mainstream media. Make no mistake, the NFL knows exactly what it's doing. This is a league that thrives on spectacle, controversy, and global reach. Ratings aren't just numbers, they're power and their money. Featuring Bad Bunny taps into a global audience, reaches millions of new fans, and sells more merchandise than ever. Yes, there are critics. Some MAGA supporters, some traditionalists who say it's too political. But the NFL doesn't play that game. They play the money game. And with Bad Bunny, everyone's watching. This isn't just a performance, it's history. Bad Bunny has infused his art with social commentary, highlighting Puerto Rico's culture, struggles, and resilience. From Hurricane Maria to global recognition, his music carries the weight of a community often overlooked. Through this halftime show, millions of viewers will see Puerto Rico represented on the world's biggest stage. Spanish, Spanglish, indigenous culture, all in the spotlight. And for many, this is a moment of pride, celebration, and awareness. Bad Bunny's performance is more than entertainment. It's a statement, a political, cultural, and social declaration that art matters, heritage matters, and the world is listening. And while some critics may continue to rant online, the reality is clear. Bad Bunny is unstoppable, fearless, and ready to deliver a halftime show for the ages. The NFL, fans, and the world will be watching. And one thing is for sure, this is more than music, it's history. So what do you think about Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime? Is this the most empowering, groundbreaking performance yet? Or just the beginning of a new era for Latinx representation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below for more exclusive celebrity news and cultural moments, right here where we keep it real, dramatic, and unforgettable. Today, the world pauses to remember a life marked by both brilliance and pain. Ike Turner Jr., the son of legendary musicians Tina Turner and Ike Turner, has passed away at the age of 67. His death, confirmed by family members on October 5th, 2025, closes another chapter in one of music's most storied and complicated family legacies. According to reports from TMZ, The New York Post, and Page 6, Ike Jr. died in a Los Angeles hospital on October 4th, just one day after his birthday. The cause? Kidney failure. The tragic end to a long battle with health complications, including heart problems and a recent stroke. His cousin, Jaqueline Bullock, confirmed the heartbreaking news, asking for privacy as the family grieves yet another loss in a legacy already scarred by tragedy. To understand Ike Jr.'s story, you have to go back to his beginnings. Born in 1958 to Ike Turner Sr. and Lorraine Taylor, he was just a toddler when Tina Turner entered his life. When she married Ike Sr., she adopted Ike Jr. and raised him as her own, becoming the only mother he ever truly knew. Growing up in the electrifying yet volatile Turner household meant being surrounded by both genius and chaos. Music filled every corner of his childhood, rehearsals, studio sessions, late-night performances. But so did conflict, control, and tension. He first tried his hand at drumming, but Tina, ever the disciplinarian, made him pack away his drum kit after every session. That quickly pushed him toward piano and keyboards, a shift that would define his future in the studio. It wasn't long before Ike Jr. became part of the family business, joining tours, managing sound equipment, and later working behind the boards as a sound engineer and producer at Bullock Sound Studios, his father's recording empire. Though he never became a superstar like his parents, Ike Jr. left a quiet but powerful mark on the music world. His most notable contribution came in 2006, when he co-produced his father's blues album, Risin' with the Blues. That album went on to win a Grammy, a crowning moment for Ike Sr., but also a testament to Ike Jr.'s technical brilliance and behind-the-scenes mastery. He had an ear for sound and a perfectionist's touch, qualities that made him respected in the studio, even if fame never found him. For Ike Jr., the music wasn't about the spotlight. It was about legacy, craft, and survival, in an industry that had both raised and broken him. But behind the soundboards and Grammy accolades, Ike Jr.'s life was haunted by turmoil. His family relationships were fractured, especially with Tina. In interviews, he admitted they hadn't spoken in years, a painful estrangement that seemed to weigh on him deeply. He also described moments of violence under his father's roof. In one disturbing memory, he recalled Ike Sr. striking him in the head with a nickel-plated pistol after discovering he'd been helping Tina as her sound engineer post-divorce. It was symbolic of his lifelong struggle, caught between two icons, torn by loyalty and love, and trying to find peace in a family defined by chaos. The pain didn't end there. He battled addiction and legal troubles, including a 2023 arrest in Texas for drug possession just weeks before Tina Turner's death. It was another heartbreak in a string of misfortunes that mirrored the turbulence of his upbringing. By the time Ike Jr. passed in 2025, much of the Turner family's core had already been devastated by loss. His brother Ronnie died in 2022, and Raymond Craig, Tina's firstborn, tragically took his own life in 2018. Then came Tina's passing in 2023, and now Ike Jr. It's almost poetic in a tragic way. A family that gave the world timeless music also carried wounds too deep to heal. And yet through it all, Ike Jr. remained a man of depth and quiet resilience. He may not have sold out arenas or topped the charts, but he lived at the crossroads of art and humanity. A reminder that not every story in show business is one of glamour. His life forces us to ask hard questions. What happens to the children of legends? What does it mean to inherit both fame and pain? For Ike Jr., the Turner name was both a blessing and a burden, a doorway to music and a lifetime of emotional scars. But his story deserves to be remembered, not for the controversies or mistakes, but for the man who tried to find his own rhythm in a world built on someone else's beat. Ike Turner Jr. may have lived in the shadows of two music giants, but his story shines a light on something universal, that even in the glow of fame, pain is real, and every voice matters. May he rest in peace, remembered not just as a son or a name in history, but as a man who loved, created, and endured. It's looking bad for Lil Durk. What started as hope for his release has turned into another major setback. Just when fans thought he might be coming home, the feds dropped shocking new evidence. And now, reports say, Durk was even caught with an Apple Watch inside jail. This twist could change everything about his upcoming trial. Not long ago, social media was buzzing with optimism. Durk's lawyers had just filed a motion to dismiss the case, and everyone thought the rapper was finally catching a break. But that celebration didn't last long. Within days, federal prosecutors struck back, dropping text messages, voice recordings, and alleged statements from people inside Durk's own circle. According to reports, several OTF members have turned state witnesses, giving the feds the kind of inside information they needed to tighten the case. Now, instead of a comeback story, Durk faces a nightmare that keeps getting worse. Court filings claim Durk was orchestrating revenge hits against rival O Block members who refused to retaliate after King Von's death. Messages allegedly show him sending money and instructions to associates, urging them to handle unfinished business. The feds say they have proof that Durk funded vehicles and planned violent moves through coded text exchanges. If these claims are true, prosecutors could push for conspiracy to commit murder charges, which carry devastating penalties. For many fans, it's hard to believe, seeing a chart-topping artist, once celebrated for his rise from the streets, now tangled in a federal web this deep. Then came the latest bombshell. According to official reports, correctional officers found an Apple Watch with cellular capability hidden in Lil Durk's cell. When they tried to confiscate it, Durk allegedly tried to destroy the device. Prosecutors say this could be a serious obstruction of justice issue. They claim Durk may have used the watch to communicate, send messages, and even attempt to influence witnesses, all while awaiting trial. That's why the government is now asking for an anonymous jury, fearing potential interference. If any data is recovered from that Apple Watch, it could be the most damaging evidence yet. This isn't the first time Durk has been accused of bending jail rules. Authorities say he previously used other inmates' PIN codes to make unauthorized calls, raising red flags about potential witness tampering. Each new report paints the same picture: an artist who refuses to let go of control, even behind bars. But now every move seems to dig the hole deeper. The Apple Watch incident could be the last straw prosecutors need to convince the court that Durk is dangerous and untrustworthy before trial. Lil Durk's story has always been one of survival, from Chicago's toughest blocks to Grammy nominations. But somewhere along the line, revenge and loyalty blurred into obsession. Sources close to him say he never fully recovered from King Von's death. He started rapping more aggressively, living in constant paranoia, and surrounding himself with voices that fueled the anger instead of calming it. Now, those same choices have left him isolated, facing the reality that street revenge and success can't coexist. It's a sad downfall for an artist who once symbolized hope and resilience for his city. As the trial date approaches, the world watches to see whether Lil Durk can fight back, or if this Apple Watch incident becomes the final blow in his career. One thing's clear: the streets, the fame, and the power that once lifted him up might now be the same forces pulling him down. The music world has been struck by yet another devastating loss. Grammy-winning soul singer D'Angelo, known for his timeless hit, How Does It Feel, has reportedly passed away at the age of 51. According to early reports, the Virginia-born artist, whose real name was Michael Eugene Archer, died after quietly battling pancreatic cancer, a fight he kept private from the public eye. The news first broke through Baller Alert, and was later confirmed by multiple sources, including journalist Mark Lamont Hill, who shared, "My sources tell me that D'Angelo has passed. I have no words." May he rest in perfect peace. Fans and fellow musicians across the world have been left in disbelief. For many, D'Angelo wasn't just a voice, he was a movement. And now, that soulful voice has been silenced far too soon. To truly understand the shock of this loss, you have to remember who D'Angelo was. He wasn't just another R&B artist. He was the heartbeat of the neo-soul era. Alongside legends like Erykah Badu, Maxwell, and Raphael Saadiq. His debut album, Brown Sugar, changed everything. Songs like Lady, Cruisin', and of course, the title track Brown Sugar redefined what soul music could sound like in the modern age. D'Angelo's artistry was raw, emotional, and deeply spiritual, a rare combination that made listeners feel like they were part of something bigger. Even after stepping away from the spotlight, his influence never faded. And when he finally returned in 2014 with Black Messiah, it felt like the rebirth of a legend. Behind the soulful melodies and stage lights, D'Angelo lived a life full of quiet battles. Those close to him say he had been dealing with health issues for some time, but chose to keep them private, focusing instead on his art and his family. His passing comes just 7 months after the death of his former partner, Angie Stone, the mother of his son. Now that same son faces the unimaginable, losing both parents within a single year. It's a heartbreaking reality that has left fans sending prayers and messages of support online. One fan wrote, "To lose a mother and father the same year must be devastating. I hope he finds strength." Before his passing, D'Angelo was reportedly working on a new album. Longtime collaborator Raphael Saadiq revealed that the singer had been crafting something deeply personal, music that was said to be his most emotional work yet. Unfortunately, no further details about the project have been released, leaving fans wondering if those final recordings will ever be shared. It's a painful reminder that sometimes even the most gifted artists are taken before their stories are complete. As one industry insider put it, D'Angelo didn't just sing, he healed people. And now the world feels a little quieter without him. After the news broke, conversations began to rise about men's health, especially in the Black community. At just 51 years old, D'Angelo's death has become a sobering reminder of how important regular checkups and screenings can be. Many fans shared stories of losing loved ones to similar illnesses, urging others to take their health seriously. One comment read, "Fellas, go get checked out. We think we're strong until we're not." It's a message D'Angelo himself might have supported, taking care of the body that carries the soul. D'Angelo's passing marks the end of an era, but his music, his voice, and his impact will live forever. From Brown Sugar to How Does It Feel, his songs remain timeless, reminders of love, passion, and soul. Rest in peace to a legend gone too soon, Michael Eugene Archer, known to the world as D'Angelo. Your voice may be silent, but your soul still sings. What are your favorite memories or songs from D'Angelo's legacy? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that keep the music and the memories alive.